So hello everyone, in this video we'll be actually creating the backend. So for now we have created this form which will actually submit the things, and we have also assigned a submit handler to it. So which we did in the last video, you see here. So in this function actually we'll be making the request to the backend, and also I can style this primary button as well a little bit, because I didn't added a pointer, so it is not looking cool. And also I can attach a hover property, background color, RGBA, the same color but a little bit darker in color. Yeah, now it's good, I think. Yeah, now it's good. So let's create a backend folder first. Outside in the MERN code folder, you can go to that directory in which we created this frontend folder. In here, I can create the backend folder. So backend, you can name it anything, like you can name it a server or anything. For now, we are just writing backend here. Inside that directory, you have to open by right clicking on that folder. You have to open this open in integrated terminal. So one more terminal will be actually added here, or you can click on that plus icon and you can go to that directory if you want. So this is the backend folder. Inside that we'll be writing npm init command, which actually will create a package.json file that will be responsible for all the project information for our backend. Let's write that npm init. So it will ask some questions from us, like the package name, or I can write the backend or anything, version, description if you want to give that, and entry point. For entry point, I'll be writing server.js instead of index.js. Test command, you can leave that. Git repository, also you can leave that. Keywords, also you can write any name here. Let me write CodersArts. You can leave the license for now, and then okay. So it is actually created. You see here. So this is the package.json file, the same file which is actually presented to you in the client folder of React.js. So it is similar to that, but we have to create a server.js file as well. Server.js. Inside that, first of all, we'll be installing some packages which are necessary to create the server actually. So we need to install them. So let's create npm install command. Let's add npm install. You can write npm I as well if you want. So we'll be installing Express, MongoDB, Mongoose, course, and for now let's leave other things. I think this will be enough. Let's also add, no, .env is not necessary for now. Let's add this one and wait for the installation. So these packages will be needed actually for creating the backend. Express is the major one, so we'll be creating Express app actually, and MongoDB and Mongoose will be necessary for like database connection and creating the schema. So let's meet after this installation. Meanwhile, let me pause the video. So you can see that it is installed. Let's actually configure the server. So for that, actually, you need to import Express by requiring it from the Express package in the server.js file. You can write Express here because Express is installed actually. Also, we'll be doing other configuration. For now, let's set our server. You can create this app variable, which will be the main express app or the main express variable that will create our server. So you can use this one, and you can also set a constant for port. Actually, we do this for in .env files, but we are not doing that. Let's leave it and do that inside this constant variable. So here I can set the port for on which our server will listen all the requests. So it is 5000 in my case. You can set any port. Make sure it is in thousands. Yeah, because they are actually like free in our computer or laptop. So let's for the now you just need to use this app constant or this app variable in which we actually required this express app. We executed our express function, and then it gives this app constant a server which listens to a certain port. So we'll be using all the like get request if we want to create a get request handler, and we can also use app.use for creating like both post and for creating middlewares as well. We can use this variable or this constant app, but for now we'll be adding a listen command here, or I will be accessing this listen method. Inside that you have to specify the port first, which on which port you want to listen on. So I'll be specifying the port variable or this constant. Then after that you can specify the callback function. So this callback function will be the function which will execute after the connection is made successfully on this port. So whenever server is ready to listen on that port, after that it will execute this function. In this we can like execute any command or any initial code we want to execute. For now I'll be using only the console log that will say that this server is listening. So if this is logged out successfully in our console, then that means our server is actually running. So you can write this server is listening on, and then this port name, whatever we'll be configuring here. So this is it for now. We can also set some other configurations, and for that we'll be talking about uh, in the later video or the next video. We'll be setting some other configurations. So let's do this and start our backend server. So for starting the server, you just need to add a start command here in package.json. You can see that here only test script is there. Okay, so we can add a start script in which we can actually write node and then server.js. So what this will do is it will allow node to run this file. So you remember that we installed Node. So Node is a JavaScript running environment which will actually run this server.js file. Whatever that will be present inside that server.js file, that will actually be executed. So like whatever can be here, it can be a normal console log or a normal JavaScript code. It will run that. So this is the command which we have to do. After this start script, we can directly use npm start. Otherwise, if you haven't added this script, so you have to write this command again and again, like node server.js, then it will start that thing. So we will not be doing that. So let's write npm start. So this should start our server. Oh, let's save this file as well. Let's do one more time. So if it logs out something like this, which we have added, then it's perfectly fine. You see that node server.js. Now it is listening all the requests. So you can see that the server is started actually. So we actually created a backend server like this. This is very simple code. You just have to require express, and then you have to use that express in a app variable or app constant, and then you can set the port. So we can make this port in a .env file or a normal constant variable. Then we have used this app constant. This app constant is very important because we'll be using this app constant for other things as well, like for creating routes we'll be using this, for creating middlewares we'll be using it, and for listening on a port or on a certain port we'll be using this app. So for in this video we actually created this app.listen method, which is actually responsible for starting the server on a certain port. So this is it for this video. Let's meet in the another video with some other configurations in Express.js or in Node.js. So let's meet in the another one. Thank you for watching. Let's meet in the another one.